What?
To the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants will love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Seahawks going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their GM as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Apparently Derek took one of Asha's Legos. That's why she talked to him.
Nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Have you seen my Legos?
No? Why?
Because
from the shotgun, Wilson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up with a third and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Here's Beckham.
Fucking Lexi motherfucker, man.
Territory at the 45-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So what will they do? On the ground through the air. Let's see.
What?
Second and 9.
Who?
Tara?
Okay, like right now.
Yeah, she's out at the door. She's like, can I talk to Big John?
Tell her to come in.
God,
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down, this is Rawls. It's a room to maneuver. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the first quarter lead.
I couldn't leave because I'm on live.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm online playing.
Oh, okay.
And his kick is no good.
Well, we wanted to talk about
as this one stays a 6-0 game.
What
I
happened?
guess it's not the first time. Well, the kids were all over at Asher's.
Yeah, they were over playing at my house, and they were playing Legos. And it's not the first time that they've taken off with Legos. And previously, I've come and told them, and then they've come back and said, you know, oh, we've misplaced them wherever. And I came out of the pocket later on, you know, and said it was a player. But he just got new Legos this weekend, and they were playing with them, and he took off with the Ninja. And I came upstairs, and Asher was crying in the toy room, and said that John threw the backpack into the pile of Legos, and he was searching for it. And I was like, well, I don't know, babe. And I'm looking, and I was like, are you sure you didn't take it? And he's like, I don't know. And so we walked down here, and John had it, and said that Derek had taken it, and Derek said he took it accidentally, because they were all fighting, and so they just left, and he has the same one. But it's not the first time that they've taken off with.
Okay. Well, I will talk to them.
And I told him, I was like, I don't want you guys playing over here, but you guys can't start doing awful stuff.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Yeah, and I was like, so.
I don't know, they went into my house. Mikey was across the street, and they were looking for Legos. And I don't really have any Legos, but I have noticed some things missing jewelry-wise, but I just don't think that it was them, but I don't know, I just think like a conversation about like, make sure you know that it's yours if you take it, you know, and ask if you want to borrow it.
That's my two biggest things. You don't lie and you don't steal.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I implement that as much as possible. But yeah.
And he apologized to Asher. So And I've already talked to them about, well, because I've talked to all the kids come over and play at my house about that we don't do trades without, like, talking to parents and that
my
kind of
kids
thing.
know that, too.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't do that, you know, especially because, not that, you know, but the kids are older than Asher, and he can be talked into doing whatever they want, you know. So,
because they do that to John, too.
Yeah, so. I'm like, the older kids always do that with the younger kids. So I'm like, we don't trade things unless we come and talk to our mom and dad. So, but, yeah, he was just upset. He was, you know, they took off.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get it handled.
Okay.
And, yeah, there's, I don't know what else
They're
to
good
say.
kids.
Yeah, they are.
They just, you know, really want something. I remember I was a little tiny kid. My new Barbie.
Steve is not going to make it easy for you.
So devastated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, you know, this is how they learn. And better to be, you know, have a conversation now than in a store with a cop or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the
That's
run.
all.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I'll get it handled right after this game, and I'll have a big talk with them, and they'll be... Actually, I'm going to tell my daughter that they need to stay inside until I talk to them, and then it's going to probably be the rest of the day.
Yeah. Well, and I told him I'd take him to the park, but... Earn the privilege. Alright.
Alright.
Sorry to interrupt your game.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
it on the
Thank
ground.
you.
Yep, thank you.
Sometimes we talk about
Yep,
quarterbacks
any more
taking
problems,
care of
let me know, too.
getting them in the flow with safe throws, right?
All
When
right.
you're a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be
You're a
you're going to
fucking
be in some
douche,
traffic.
man.
Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Don't even fucking let me pause it. Just saying.
Wilson going to give the rolls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen
You're a
that,
straight
could have
douche,
gone up there.
Bumpkus.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different
I paused
play
it,
because that
talking
one
with
just
other
matched perfectly
parents,
for the defense.
and you
All
wanted
the
to
gaps
fucking
were
just
filled, except for the one the
unpause
offense really
it.
wanted to run
Now
to,
I'm ready to
and
play.
that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And
Fucking
he made a great
dickweed.
tackle. On second down, Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position. Here's 36. Wilson operating from the gun. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a first down throw. Webb. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A play fake. Now Webb. He's got the Baker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. fresh set of downs here. Play clock winding down. Here's Pickens in for the snap. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Grab Derek and John for me.
Alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon, it's the Giants.
When I came upstairs, she gave him a whole bunch of Legos, and Derek said that go and convince Derek to do it. And I told Derek not to listen to what she said.
They said that I took my pockets. I
You
did.
3 sit here.
On second down, Webb. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No,
are you really kidding me right now?
I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Webb. Throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it
Fucking
is.
thieves.
It's been a
We'll
nightmare
talk to your mom
season.
about that,
You're
too.
well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game.
It's ridiculous.
That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit turned it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12. No surprise at all. Block it in motion right. He's got Curtis. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 77 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Off play action, it's Webb. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up. Safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Wilson again to Rolls. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
I'm good right now.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
football is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the giant rush gets hosed. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Beckham, the return. 45 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
You like people knowing that you're a thief?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2
You didn't mean
drives in a
to.
row.
Didn't mean to put it in your fucking
He's got to start
pocket.
taking care of
Are
the
you
ball
fucking
way better
kidding
than
me?
what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse
Liar.
than when he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the
From where?
incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. On the run, it's Perkins looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Oh, stop with the fucking baby shit.
Here's Webb. Can't escape as he goes down. Cliff Averill with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first. And how about this, a fake? Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Seriously.
They set up shop right near midfield at the
You're a
49-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last goal,
Nobody likes to fucking hang out with the thief.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Oh, stop with the crybaby bullshit. You fucking stole, you fucking mount up to it. Period.
Get a couple of first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
You know, I shouldn't have to fucking worry about that shit, because one thing you can't do is fucking lie and thief.
Play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do.
But,
An
you know,
handoff there.
it's the same
But
fucking
how about
bullshit
the whole
here.
offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to run them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And now incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Chargers have taken the early lead over the Broncos. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is taken at the 3. And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Webb. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Oh, wow.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Webb. He finds his target Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Webb. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Him and his fucking...
That was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on 2nd down. Webb. And he's got his rookie first-rounder. It's Evan Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on third down. Webb, he finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, first and 10 now. Now Perkins. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, they go to Perkins. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. On 3rd and 2, Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 4.
Man defense. Oh, got some cover.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Webb. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Webb. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays?
There goes Thomas Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown.
Fucking stretch play.
Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing on first down. Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. I give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length,
same play. Try to do it the same exact way.
Are they ready to read their keys
nice.
And make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson. Wilson's going to go down. Akeem Ayers with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's John Ryan now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
stretch play ain't gonna work anymore, man.
They get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And that'll set him back 5. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. In motion is the tight end Graham. Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Baldwin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On 1st down, Webb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. To throw again, Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Fancy footwork at midfield.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Walsh. make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Well, pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Man defense.
Operating from the gun. Webb. They almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Stretch play, stretch play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Following the penalty is Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the
stretch.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Curse. And he's able to get the first before he's
broke
taken
his
down
fucking
at
back,
the
hopefully.
36.
All right, douche, let's get your stretch out there. Way to go, bump pussy.
It's another first down. I think this defense tired of
Got the
seeing
stretch
him run the
going.
football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs
now this is going to be power.
for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
See, I called that one.
This day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Rawls. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Stretch power, stretch power, stretch power.
Boxing gloves start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked
Oh, fuck. Are you really serious?
And with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, the beauty
Fucking
of screen
hate that middle
passes
pad.
is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though